Hey, so first of all, to anyone out there who's going through a difficult breakup right now, my heart really goes out to you. I've been through this. It's brutal. It's basically you're living a nightmare if it's really bad. My breakup was really, really hard, really bad, and I'd say it's the hardest thing that I have been through. I've been through deaths, I've been through war, I've been through a lot of different things, but my breakup was the hardest, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Not being able to sleep, waking up super early and just not being able to sleep. The worst, I think, for me during my breakup was I would dream of her every night, and in the dreams we were together, and in the morning basically I was being faced with the breakup again. So every morning it was like I was going through like a little breakup. I was like, oh man, being hit with reality, realizing that it's over. What's really interesting, it's been a year and 4 months, something like that, since our original breakup, and um, it's been a crazy story, like as I've said in another video, like I was begging her, I let it all rip, and she was laughing, was having none of it. In her mind, like it was done, and for me that was just so hard, just knowing that it was done. So what I did was just cut a long story short. Comes back after 4 months. She went off with another guy as well, um, and he I guess dumped her after a couple months. It was a rebound relationship for her, so she went in really quick with another guy after we broke up, and I guess she thought that she was happy, and then her new relationship was gonna last forever, but after it didn't, she winds up contacting me again. So typical, really. But I had no hope. I thought really it's done. I was going through brutal daily suffering for at least 3 months, but I used my time really well because I've been through difficult things before, been through depression before, and anyone else out there who has been through really difficult, hard times might understand when I say that the darkness is overrated. There's a lot of people that still, they haven't really been through that much, or maybe they have, but they for some reason they just like wallowing in depression and sadness and feeling sorry for themselves. And I'll be honest, I did too. I'm an artist, musician, and for some reason it feels creativity. It can feel creativity, but my breakup was different. So depressed, so like I hit rock bottom basically, and I think when you do that, you realize that this is not cool. This is not somewhere you want to be, and it's not somewhere you want to wallow and spend time in, and you basically come out. And I learned so much through this. Realized that some of the most positive people that I know in my life are actually people that have been there, who have hit rock bottom, and they know that that's not a place you want to be. So they are positive. They work hard. They have a positive mental attitude. You say something negative, and they will try to see the positive in that, and that's so key for all of us. And this is the core daily work we all need to be doing, and almost policing ourselves to make sure that we are not focusing on the negative and focusing on the positive. There's a really good video out there. Um, he's a Buddhist. He's an English, I think like Oxford a professor who turned Buddhist monk. He's now living in Western Australia, and he does some really great YouTube videos. And one of his videos was talking about how he visits a lot of cancer patients who are dying patients, and how there's now advanced therapies for cancer patients. No, 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 no. This cat. No, no, no. Good, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. So there's like advanced therapies now because they're realizing how important the power of our belief is in our mind, and it's so important. That these advanced therapies are designed to focus on the 80% of your body that's healthy rather than constantly focusing on the 20% that has cancer. And the results have been, incredible, because when you start to think more positively, like, oh, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I've just had this huge breakup. Look, the first 3 months, it's going to be brutal. You've just got to hang in there. And, I'll tell you, the biggest things for me that helped was you got to cut out the sad music, like all that stuff on the radio that's about breakups, all this, especially like if you're into 80s music, it's all about breakups, it's all sad. Anything that's going to make you cry. You got to like turn it around. Like one thing that I did for myself was that if I am going to listen to that kind of music, and let's say the lyric is like, I can't live if living is without you, stuff like that, don't just sit around and cry and listen to that. You're going to like make it worse, because you're going to keep on energizing and energizing those sad thoughts. So one quick tip that helped me was I basically would change the lyrics and all the songs from you to me. So it became more about self-love. Like if it's like, I love you and I miss you, I would just change those lyrics and I would sing along like, I love myself and I miss myself. Sounds crazy, but this is the core of what I want to talk about, is that now is a time where you have to stop sending your ex all your energy, because you're going to leak energy out and it's going to drain you, it's going to make things harder, and you need to put it onto yourself now. So you need to like start to build a relationship with yourself. Imagine that you're in a rebound relationship now. You've just broken up with your ex and you're in a rebound relationship, and the rebound is with yourself. So give yourself proper attention. Okay, treat yourself as if you're another person that you're in a relationship with. Give yourself great food, buy yourself new clothes, spoil yourself. Okay? Love yourself, that's the key. Look, I had no idea what would happen with my situation. My ex now is chasing me. It's been a year and 4 months later. I went off to Thailand. She went to Thailand as well. We didn't meet or anything or talk, but she the last I heard from her was she went and paid my mom a surprise visit. Wound up talking with my mom for 5-6 hours, and then she went and did it again. And this is just 2 months ago. So the tables have completely turned, and I'm the one now who's saying no, because I know that it's not going to work out. I know that, it's going to be a waste of time, and I don't want to go through all that again. I don't have that much time in my life. I'm 35, well, I'm 36 now. Don't even know how old I am. But, I need to get over this, and I've healed a lot, and what has helped me the most in healing is you've got to cut down on things that are going to just, drag it on. So sad movies, sad music. No contact is the lord of all of this. The key is you can't talk to them. You can't. Not even texts. You can't. This is if you want to heal and move on, yeah? No texting, no I block their Facebook, Twitter. Watch my other video. I explain everything in that. But no contact is a key because, look, the best thing you can do for anyone, including your ex, but I'm just talking about anybody on the street, if someone's walking by, is to give them attention. If you look at someone, you're giving them energy, you're energizing them. If you're in a group of people and you're just looking at someone while they're talking, you're giving them respect, you're giving them energy. They're going to feel energized. Same thing happens here. When you break up, if you give your ex any energy at all, like even if you're thinking about them, I tell you, there's something going on where in this universe where they're going to feel it somehow. Same goes with if you're in a group of people and someone starts talking and then you just look away and you don't give them energy. You don't give them attention. Attention is energy. When you don't, they feel like shit. If you ignore someone, they feel like shit. The worst thing you can do to someone is not be rude or hostile to them. There's a really great quote recently I heard, this UFC champion female, Ronda Rousey. She says that when she walks into the ring, she doesn't care if people are booing her or cheering for her. Both are equally as good because both mean people care. The worst thing she would want is for people not to care, for people to just not even give her attention. And that is so, you gotta make this key in your life. Like, learn about attention. Realize that attention is energy and power. It's love. And realize that that is what we have been hit with the hardest in a breakup, is we've lost a tremendous amount of attention that we were getting before. Whether it was just talking to our ex all day long, sending texts back and forth, whatever. We had all this attention from another person. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful, awesome thing. But now there's this hole and this vacuum, and this is where people can kind of screw it up and put the wrong type of attention, try to get the wrong type of attention during their breakup. Give yourself that attention. And that's exactly what's going to help you get through this the fastest and the healthiest, so that you're going to come out stronger, better, and you will come out of this stronger and better. Believe me, just trust in that. It may not seem like it. You're going to feel like there's no hope. You're never going to be happy again. I had all these thoughts as well. Just take each day as it comes. Focus on all these things that I'm talking about and beyond. Go online and do your own work and research. I saw therapists. I was journaling every day. I was going on websites. I was watching YouTube videos. I was learning so much. Exercise is so important. I stepped up my healthy way of life, started training more jiu-jitsu and martial arts. And just, started writing more music. You're going to not feel like wanting to do it, but just do it. Get out of the house. It's so important. So important. At least, I was just pretty much sleeping at home or just spending a few hours, but the majority of my time was spent outdoors, around people, go to coffee shops, internet cafes, whatever, things like that will help. And key is just, going step at a time, day by day, and just focusing on, like I said, your energy and your power and your attention. So if you have more questions, let me know. Like I said, the tables have completely turned for me, and now I'm the one who's saying no and moving forward. And it's really hard for both, whether you're the one saying no or you're the one chasing. For the one saying no, we have guilt, we have loyalty if you truly loved your ex, and it's very difficult to see someone that you love suffer. But the key is just to move on with your life, focus on yourself, trust that the other person is going to be okay. And that's it. My video is super, super long, and I hope there's at least one nugget of information in there that might help someone out there.